I know the weight of the early morning hours when sleep eludes you, and only thoughts make noise within you. I feel the anguish that tightens your chest when you cry out, weep in secret, and looking at the sky, it seems that all you find is absolute emptiness. Your heart aches, your soul cries out for a sign, for direction, for a breath to alleviate this suffocating pain. I prepared this encounter, for this is not a work of chance. This channel brings reflections based and grounded in the Word of God, and the principles and foundations of the Holy Bible for your spiritual strengthening and growth. You have arrived at this moment seeking a special message for you tonight, trying to understand why your prayers seem to reach no further than the ceiling, wondering if I've forgotten you. But my silence is also an answer of pure love. But do you know what really happens in the spiritual realm when I choose to be silent? Can you imagine the immense work that my hands perform precisely at the moment when your soul thinks it is completely alone? Based on the foundations of my word, I have always acted in stillness to form the character of my chosen ones. I am the Lord who does not sleep, the one who searches your mind and collects every tear. If you walk with me along this inner journey, I will reveal to you the mysteries of this silence, remove the feeling of abandonment from your life, and give you the peace that guards your heart. If this word of God is touching your innermost being, comment below with your name, the country, state, and city where you are seeking my embrace, and what time it is in your home. May your heart overflow and cry out, Lord my God, I am here. I signed up because I love you and want to hear you. Feel my embrace, enjoy this encounter. Sign up for this refuge of love, activate the bell of celestial notifications, and remain with me until the end. God will give a clear answer at the end. A phrase will be whispered to the heart of those who remain, and whoever writes this phrase in the comments will receive prophetic blessings released in faith. I know that stillness hurts deeply. But there is an invisible purpose hidden beneath the veil of this waiting, a sacred secret that I am about to unveil before your spirit, something that will change your view of time. If your spirit finds rest in these words, let your enjoyment flow. Enroll your heart in this daily walk and share this light with someone who also suffers silently. Tell me, in the deepest part of your being, what is the greatest fear that silence awakens in you? Leave in the comments the first mark of our alliance today. Rest. I feel the tremor of your soul when the night deepens, and you believe that darkness has swallowed my promises. You carry a weariness that is not only of the body, but of a lifetime, trying to be the pillar that sustains everyone around you. When the door closes and loneliness settles in, your armor falls and the emptiness seems to scream. You question whether your pain went unnoticed, whether my stillness is a form of forgetfulness or rejection. But listen to what I declare to your spirit at this moment. My stillness has never been abandonment. In fact, it is precisely in the absence of noise that I am forging your true strength. Think of the seed buried under the weight of dark, cold soil. It does not hear the sound of the wind. It does not see the sunlight. It is completely submerged in darkness. To human understanding, it seems dead and forgotten. But it is there, in the deepest place, that its roots take hold to withstand the violent winds that will come. For it is written in the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 3, that I will give you the hidden treasures of darkness and the riches stored in secret places, so that you may know that I am the Lord, the God of Israel, who calls you by your name. I am transforming your anguish into an unshakable fortress. Every moment you thought you were fighting alone, my hands were enveloping your essence, shaping your patience and honing your confidence. The unsettling silence is not a sign that I have withdrawn. It is the sacred space where my grace works without the interference of the noise of the world's disappointments. Still, I deeply understand the burden of questions you carry. There are bitter doubts that choke your throat and prevent you from breathing true peace. There is a silent cry made of questions that still hurt. And about this burden of secret tears, I have a revelation that your heart urgently needs to hear. If this truth has brought relief to your inner self, please like it as a sign of faith. Welcome this channel into your daily life. Subscribe and share this light with those who also walk through dark valleys. Tell me, in the depths of your silence, what is your heart pleading with me? Write in the comments our sacred word of now, declaring your surrender. Support. I hear the invisible turmoil that echoes within you. There is a bitter weariness born from questions that never find relief. You silently ask, "How long, Lord? Where did I fail? Has my faith not been enough?" I intimately know each of these questions that haunt your nights. They do not offend my heart. On the contrary, they reveal the depth of your pain and how desperately your spirit yearns for my touch. When you shrink back, feeling a lump in your throat that prevents you from even formulating a coherent prayer, I am very near. I collect every tear from your deepest and most secret doubts. As it is recorded in the book of Psalms, chapter 56, verse 8, I have recorded your lament. I have collected your tears in my bottle. Are they not all recorded in my book? Not a single drop of your sorrow is lost to the ground. I keep track of the times you forced a smile to comfort those around you, while your own soul bled with uncertainty. This sharp pain of not understanding my clock has a formidable purpose. Every tear kept by me is undeniable proof that your story has not ended in the valley. My silence is not a sentence of distance, but a space where your faith is being purified by the fire of overcoming. But, beloved daughter, the answers you so desperately seek are not in the strong wind that passes quickly. They are being cultivated in stillness. There is a seed that has been planted in the arid soil of your waiting, and what is about to sprout from this absolute trust will completely change the way you see your own struggles. If my words have calmed the turbulent sea of your thoughts, let your likeness be a hug in return. Inscribe your soul in this space of healing and share this message with someone who also cries in secret. Before we continue, tell me, what is the invisible pain that weighs most heavily on your chest today? Write in the comments our word of faith for this moment. Balm. In the midst of this silence where your tears water the dry earth of waiting, I call you to an act of surrender and intimacy that transcends pain. Your heart has been fertile ground for my word, and today in the center of your stillness, I invite you to be a channel of provision so that this voice may continue to rescue other souls wounded by life. If it is possible for you, only if it is possible, transform your gratitude into a seed of love for this channel. Consider my love and that of my son Jesus, and support using the link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. There you will find the place where your contribution of love can be deposited and consecrated before the Creator of all things. You can support with any amount. And remember, only what fits in your heart. I receive with immense love. The monetary value doesn't matter. What matters is the sincerity of the heart with which you give. For what is little for you can be much for the one who receives. Whoever contributes with any amount and a sincere heart, don't forget to leave your name and city along with your contribution, because on the first day of the following month, in a unique and special video on our channel and page, Divine Love, the Voice of God, your name will be remembered and mentioned in sincere thanks in prayer. For it is written in the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 25, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." Every offering made in faith is a seed of love before me, your Lord, and none of them will fail to bear fruit in due time. I see in secret, and I reward in the sight of all. Stay until the end of this message, because I still want to touch your heart with my voice and reveal how the desert will bloom. I see how uncertainty tries to suffocate the seed of faith that still resists within your chest. There are days when your journey seems like an endless desert, where your feet are heavy and the feeling that nothing is happening tries to steal your hope. You look at your reality and see emptiness, as if your confidence were being buried, without any sign that it will ever bear fruit. But I tell you that absolute confidence does not bloom in moments of ease, but in the rigor of the driest seasons. The resilience that sustains your soul today is growing precisely in this time of waiting that hurts you so much. Remember what is revealed in the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. You are not just passively waiting. You are being rooted in my truth. When the world around you screams that it's too late and that the promises have failed, and yet you choose to take a deep breath and trust in my character, your soul becomes unshakable. Your faith, cultivated in the darkness of unanswered dawns, is the most precious seed you could give me. This seed is silently breaking through the earth. The silence you endure today is the heavenly fertilizer that prepares your heart not to be destroyed by the immensity of the victory to come. But there is something greater, something that my own hands have not stopped building in the invisible realm, even when your eyes only see the dust of the desert. A careful and constant work that is about to change the course of your story, a secret of love that will justify all the delays that have wounded your heart. If your soul feels that this word is the water your roots needed today, leave your like to seal this moment. Stay with me. Subscribe to this channel of comfort and spread this seed of faith to those who also wait in the dark. Now I want to know from you, what promise do you still hold tightly, even when everything says otherwise? Write in the comments our sacred word for now, root. When the days dawn grey, my voice seems distant, and loneliness tries to fill all the space in your heart, I understand the hunger for comfort that your soul feels. It is in the most difficult hours, when tears fall invisibly, that you most need constant companionship, a daily reminder that I am still by your side. If your heart desires to go deeper with me, immersing itself in the waters of daily comfort, I have left you a gift in the form of a journey, which I wrote with much love and care for all my beloved daughters and sons. The digital book called Divine Love Devotional, The Voice of God. It was meticulously prepared to accompany you day after day, in the silence and intimacy of your room, being a remedy for your weary spirit. Access to this treasure is also in the link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. And if today it's not possible for you to take this step, don't condemn yourself in any way. Remain with me here and now, because I will also continue to deeply support you with this message, and so that your heart may rest peacefully and not be confused or afraid. After you calmly register, access will arrive directly in the email you registered, with all the correct instructions, step by step, to begin your daily reading without any difficulty. For it is written, I remember my affliction and my wandering, my bitterness and my sorrow. I well remember them, and my soul faints within me. Yet I also remember what can give me hope. The Lord's mercies are the reason we are not consumed, for his mercies never end. Lamentations, chapter 3, verses 19 to 22. I am here to renew your strength every morning. This devotional is my embrace in the form of words for your quietest hours. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and stay with me. There is an invisible work being completed in your desert, and I want to reveal to you how it will restore your peace. I know that the lack of movement in your eyes generates a silent despair. The feeling that time is passing relentlessly, that the years are slipping through your fingers without my promise being fulfilled, brings an almost unbearable weight to your chest. You wake up, and reality seems exactly the same as the day before. But what the pain prevents you from seeing is my continuous, profound, and tireless work in the spiritual dimension. While silence dominates your days and loneliness tries to whisper lies, attempting to convince your heart that I have abandoned you, my hands are moving mountains you didn't even know were in your path. I am undoing hidden ties. I am removing people and circumstances that would delay your journey, and I am preparing the exact ground with the perfect conditions for your great harvest. In the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 64, verse 4, it is written that since ancient times no one has heard, no ear has perceived, no eye has seen any God besides you, who acts on behalf of those who wait for him. Your waiting has never been a punishment. Your waiting is the necessary time, the sacred furnace, so that the stage for your victory may be set and flawless. The healing you plead for with stifled tears is already being woven in the heavens. The door you need to open is already having its hinges forged in the fire of my infinite love. The fact that you do not hear the sound of the hammer does not mean, under any circumstances, that the carpenter has stopped working. There is an immense structure being erected around you to support your new time. Very soon, the veil of this silence will be torn, and you will contemplate my miracle in its entirety. However, to bear the weight of this extreme joy and not get lost in the glory of what I'm about to give you, there is a celestial shield that I need to place in your heart right now. a silent refuge that will guard your feelings until the light finally dawns on your path. If your spirit can feel my invisible work at this moment, leave your like as proof of your unwavering trust. Stay with me, enroll in this refuge for the soul, and share this message with those who also feel the weight of unanswered hours. Before I reveal how this protection will envelop your mind, answer me in intimate prayer. What does your heart most yearn for me to rebuild in your story today? Write in the comments our prophetic word of delivery. Works. I feel the storm of thoughts that tries to invade your mind when things don't go as planned. The fear of the future and the anxiety about tomorrow try to erect walls around your spirit, threatening to suffocate the little strength you still have left. But in the midst of this silent chaos, I am descending upon your life with an impenetrable cloak. My answer to your weariness today is not merely an immediate change in the external scenario, but a spiritual shield that will protect your essence from the arrows of despair. I am releasing upon you a tranquility that the world cannot comprehend and that adverse circumstances cannot steal. In the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 7, is the living and non-negotiable promise that I deliver to you at this moment. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Understand, beloved daughter, that this peace does not mean the immediate absence of battles, but the unwavering certainty that I am fighting for you while you simply rest in my embrace. When you accept and embrace this absolute peace, despair completely loses the power to dictate your decisions. Your heart, which once beat fast with paralyzing fear of what could go wrong, can now rest securely in the confidence that I have absolute control over what will go right. I am guarding your heart zealously, so that it will not fade and break before seeing the glorious fulfillment of my promise in your life. But know that there is a set limit to this time of silent waiting. The peace that guards you today is merely the necessary preparation for the explosion of light that is already on its way. The clock of the heavens is ticking uninterruptedly, and the exact moment when my voice will echo clearly, transforming your reality once and for all, is about to be revealed before you. If this celestial peace has begun to calm the turbulent winds of your mind, leave your like to confirm that your soul has accepted this safe haven. Enroll your heart in this journey of light, and share this calm with someone who has spent sleepless nights crying alone. Now that the storm is losing its strength, tell me in spirit. What restless thought do you need me to remove from your mind forever? Write in the comments our word of victory to seal this moment: fortitude. I accompany every beat of your heart that quickens with the weight of the delays. The anguish of not knowing the exact day or hour of your liberation brings profound affliction to your soul. But I want you to breathe a sigh of relief at this moment. The silence that has enveloped your life is not eternal. There is a perfectly planned time, designed by me since the foundation of the world, where my voice will echo with deafening clarity in your reality. In the book of the prophet Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3, an unbreakable promise is sealed for those who know how to endure the stillness. For it is written, "For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not delay." Your liberation has a day and hour rigorously marked on my celestial calendar. The light you await with such anxiety will not arrive a second late. When I speak, all the confusion in your mind will instantly dissipate, and you will perfectly understand the divine purpose of every tear you needed to hide. Your invisible pain is numbered. My clock never fails, and the moment to transform your nights of tears into mornings of pure joy is knocking at the door of your existence. If your heart feels that the time of pain is finally coming to an end, let your joy be a silent cry of hope. Subscribe your life to this channel of intimacy and send this message to those who also urgently await the end of the dark night. Before I give you the final key to this message, tell me the truth from your heart. What miracle does your soul most yearn to witness tomorrow morning? Write in the comments our unprecedented word of faith for this moment: dawn. But remain in spirit and do not retreat now, for there is one last truth that I need to whisper directly to the root of your faith. A powerful spiritual key, reserved only for those who have endured the journey in silence, that will open the door to your ultimate overcoming and seal your peace forever. The silent pain you have bravely carried until now has not been in vain. You bravely survived nights of stifled tears, endured cruel doubts that tried to poison your mind, and remained firm and steadfast when everything around you seemed to crumble and lose its meaning. My apparent silence was, in truth, the safe and welcoming womb where your new story of victory was being generated with infinite love. Now, at this very moment, the floodgates of heaven are opening abundantly over your home and your life. That extreme weariness that paralyzed your steps and made you think of giving up on everything is being completely replaced by a divine, pure, and inexplicable strength. I am restoring your identity as a beloved daughter, healing your deepest wounds from the root, and returning to you twofold all the hope that repeated disappointments tried to steal from your heart. You are entering a time of restitution and honor before all those who only observed your hidden suffering. The final answer I have prepared exclusively for you, the revelation promised at the beginning of our meeting today, is the absolute key to unlocking your new cycle of spiritual prosperity and emotional peace. I want you to embrace this unwavering truth with all the strength of your being as an unchangeable decree in the face of struggles. Write in the comments with all the certainty and faith that overflows from your renewed soul. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Our meeting today was just the glorious beginning of the immense work I am doing in you. There are more secrets of wisdom, more profound healings, and more precious directions that I still long to reveal to you in our next conversations. Continue walking with me in faithfulness. Listen to the other messages in our playlist, for in each one I have hidden a piece of the celestial map to guide your heart in complete safety, day after day. Your lonely pain has ended, for I have made myself present within you. My silence of the past has become your greatest fortress. Walk in peace from now on, because I take care of absolutely everything.